Well, hey everybody, this is Worre and welcome to networkmarketingpro.com. Today is day 4 of our 5-part series on the 90-day game plan, how 90 days can change your life. 2 days ago, we talked about goals, and I hope you've set your goals. Yesterday, we talked about the pre-launch phase and how it is the most powerful phase to get people engaged, to do personal recruiting, and to develop a strong and powerful and excited and motivated group when you launch on your launch day. Today I want to talk about launch. The typical launch. The most efficient, I believe, is 90 days. Some people have done 30-day launches. I don't think you get enough traction. Some people have done 60-day launches. Those have worked. Some people do 100 days, but I believe 90 days, people can get their mind around a 90-day game plan. 3 months where they're going to focus. The best 90-day game plan starts, like in our example, yesterday we had pre-launch of January and February, launching March 1st. Starts March 1, or I'm just using it as a placeholder. Ends something like June 1st. Pick your month, pick your day, but 90 days. But at the end of the 90-day period of time, you do a big event. The event is the glue that keeps people focused. You do a big event in your market, and it's the glue that keeps people excited and motivated and focused and working. Because all of the efforts from March 1st to June 1st are going to be putting people into that event. Remember I told you the story about Art that put 600 or 700 people into a room in 90 days? And today makes $5 million a year in commissions? I can tell you person after person after person have used the 90 days to lead to a big event. Okay? So you got to, if we start here with the end that says, we're going to do our 90-day game plan and we're going to put X number of people into this event. And you might pick your goal. It might be 100 people. It might be 200 people. It might be 500 people. It might be 1,000 people. If you have a big group already, it might be 2,000, 3,000 people. Have people fly in and drive in from other cities. But go crazy. You got to be thinking about what you're going to be doing and what your goal is for that event. And is it compelling and exciting? Okay? Because then you're going to reverse engineer the 90 days to figuring out how you're going to get people into that room. Remember I told you the story that if you go do a compelling pre-launch story, you can recruit 20 people. And those 20 people could each go out there and recruit 10 people. Well, what if you sold 10 tickets to your all 20 people? That'd be 200 tickets, right? And those 20 people who each got 10, so that is, 200 people. 200 people, and they each got 10 tickets. That's 1,000 tickets. And your whole job for 90 days was to match up people with tickets. And everybody's job was to make sure that they had 10 people in that event. What would that do for you? If you're able to get 20 and they're each able to get 10, you could get 1,200 tickets into prospects' hands or into distributors' hands and into that event. What would that do for your life? What would that do for your business? Is this possible to do? Of course it's possible. Can you do it? Of course you can. Now, maybe you don't get 20. Maybe you get 10. And maybe they each don't get 10, they get 5. But you still got whatever that is, 600 tickets sold to an event like that. You see what would happen? So once you determine your event goal, the next thing that you need to determine is you've got month 1, month 2, month 3. And then you have event. Okay? Month 1, month 2, month 3. What needs to happen in order to make all this stuff possible? 1, you got to sell tickets. 2, you need to recruit. Right? 3, you need to motivate and inspire. Right? 4, you got to keep people focused. So in month 1, maybe you get together with your inner circle one time a week. And just keep them focused, keep them motivated. Maybe you have a monthly training. What's that training going to be about? Getting more people involved in the campaign, getting more people to the big event. Right? Maybe you need to do weekly group opportunity meetings. Maybe you need to promote home meetings. Maybe you need to do webinars. Maybe you need to do conference calls. Maybe you need to get together and have everybody have a blitz day where they just do 3-way calls together for the entire day. But you see what I'm saying? Month 1 is all out. Month 2 is same. Month 3 is the same. It's all leading towards this focused end game, the event. Now, with this, let me tell you what it takes to really do a game plan like this. What it takes is all-out massive action. And hold on one second. I'll describe it to you here in just a moment. Let me tell you what it took for me to change my life. All-out massive action. This is the part where I might lose some of you. But if you want to change your life, something's got to change. If you want things to get better, you got to get better, as Jim Rohn would say. All-out massive action for me meant this. Every week I had to go negotiate with my family and negotiate with my friends and loved ones and say, listen, for this 90 days, I'm not going to be available. For this 90 days, I'm going to be working as many hours as I can possibly stay awake every single day. For this 90 days, I'm not going to the movies. I'm not going to restaurants. I'm not watching any television. I'm not surfing on the internet. I'm not doing anything but this game plan. So for me, I was full-time both of those times. I'll tell you full-time and part-time, what both of those looks like. Full-time for me, I'm just going to be honest with you, was 16 hours a day. 6 days a week. No joke. 16 hours a day. I started at 8 a.m. and finished at midnight. Every day. Pounding the phones, making the calls, getting people involved, keeping them excited, keeping them focused, helping them recruit, 3-way calls, meeting with people, game planning, training, webinars, conference calls, 3-way calls, whatever I had to do. All day. 16 hours a day. If you're part-time, let me tell you what that looks like. 8 hours a day times 6 days a week. Work your job for 8 hours and then do this for another 8. Well, that's hard. Yeah, it is. But the results are worth it. You move everything out of the way. You negotiate with the family. We'll go on vacation later. We'll have fun later. But right now, Mama's got to work. Papa's got to work. I'm focused. I got to close the door and I got to do some things. I love you. But I got to do some things because I love you. For things to change, we've got to change and I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to do. Pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it. Relentless. Because if you're at 100%, then your group might work at 80%. But if you're working at 50%, your group's going to be working at 20% or not at all. 90 days can change your life. Remember what I said? 90 days of this, and your life can be changed completely and forever. Or you could just continue to do your 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day and cross your fingers and hope to recruit a monster. I think this is a better plan. 90 days, everything can be different. Okay? Tell your story. Team action, communication, motivation through this entire all-out massive action process. Okay, there's a lot of detail to this. I don't have time in this training program to give you all the detail, the exact map of this, but I think you can get the idea, right? You know what all out massive action means. So your launch, 90 days. Pick whatever period of time, ending with an event. Okay? If you sponsor 20 and each of them sponsor 10, you can sell 10 tickets to each one of those people, and their job is to fill it up. That's 12 other people. And then you have to map it out. You have to map out exactly, day by day, for 90 days, what you're going to be doing. Week by week, month by month. You have to have a specific business plan, like you were trying to raise money and you had to sell this idea to somebody. That's what you're doing when you're selling this idea to your prospects. Here's what I'm about to do, and here's the end result. Are you in or are you out? We can change our lives in 90 days. Are you with me? This is the story you're going to be telling, right? The story's got to be amazing. And then it's all out massive action. And there's going to be different kinds of people in your group. There's going to be people who are willing to do this with you. There's people who are going to be willing to give you an hour a day or 2 hours a day. Love them all. Really motivate the ones that will go with you, even if it's the 8-hour type. Really go after it. Success isn't free. And success isn't easy. But it's possible for everybody that's watching this. Now tomorrow I'm going to talk about the event and what you do after the event. Okay? It's really important that you pay attention to tomorrow. Probably the most important of this 5-part series. I hope you're enjoying it so far. But until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro. Because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.